Should you encounter such items, perhaps you should consider a purchase. Thanks to Daenerys, you can use a bath cask on the back deck. Not only can you acquire mag by using it, but you can also add various bath salts to the water to improve your abilities.
The breeze feels nice.
We've got 3 more days on the road.
What?
I can tell you're feeling stronger these days, but it's still too dangerous to go outside at night. Where's my little Batman fellow friend? Where's he at? Where's the little Batman dude? How do I get back there? Man, I don't even realize I'm chewing my tongue, and you guys say that, I'm just like, damn. Cask. I don't know if I want to do that. It's like you have so limited time. What's up, Cake? How you doing, gorgeous? How you doing, gorgeous? Let's go hang out with the Batman.
Ah, it's you.
Hello there. I've got altogether too much time on my hands. What say we take a little rest and talk a moment? No trace of enemies around by my eyes. Peaceful for now, which means we get to have a little break. Let's do our imagination.
Good grief.
Goodness, time to bid farewell to Martera, isn't it? I can't help but feel a connection to that place. The village from which I originally hail is not too far from Martera. The air there agrees with my skin more than Grand Trads. It's nice and quiet.
Right.
It's nice and quiet in Martera. Yes, on that subject in particular, we are in full agreement. Speaking of which, where is your hometown? I've heard before that you received this mission from the hidden village where His Highness and the prince resides. All right, my apologies. I didn't mean to ask with such carelessness. Your tribe faces even harsher prejudice than you, Geef. I'll not pry if you'd rather not discuss it. There are none alive who wouldn't want to forget certain aspects of their past, myself included. But if there's truly the case, then perhaps it's not one's past that defines their character, but what they do in the present and the future. If we were to all face the future together, then perhaps someday we could find ourselves living in a world resembling the one from that novel you carry.
All right.
Have fun, Robo. I'm glad to have such an opportunity to converse. If a good night's rest evades you, then I will keep your company in its stead. Sounds good, Robo. I think talking just get money.
And the
You're just like,
age
okay,
of
you
a
got some
new
money
king
now.
draws nearer.
That reminds me.
We'll arrive at the Ocean City the day after tomorrow. Heisman, you've erected a tent up above, haven't you? Do take care that you don't get carried off by the wind. I'm confident it will take more than that to pull the tent apart, though I suppose some caution is warranted.
Speaking of,
Worst case scenario, you've got wings. You could just fly back to us, no? My young friend, where do you hear you Geef are capable of flight? I hate to disappoint, but they're rather more for gliding. Yeah, he got his finger bit off by a dog. We've really gotten used to all this traveling, don't you think? Where's the little Batman person thing? Yeah, you didn't even get to see the I saw the Katie sent me the pictures cake. It didn't actually get pulled off, Pug. He just got bit. His end of his finger got split in half, basically. It's pretty fucking wild, if we're actually being honest. It was, ugh.
hey,
I couldn't see the bone in the pictures, but, like, it literally looked like his finger was split in half.
Now then.
Yeah, his brother's dog tried to go after Lilith, and he was protecting her. Two-handed, one-handed katanas. Swords have all sorts of shapes and uses. Double-sided swords are specifically designed to utilize the blade's weight for heavy swings and thrusts.
However,
but when it comes to actually cutting, nothing beats the katana's blade. Touch one of these, even by accident, and you could lose some fingers.
Got it.
Any weapon can be
Yeah.
dangerous. Exactly. All weapons are dangerous. That's why we must never allow ourselves to be distracted when handling them.
All right.
Go, courage, go. Yeah, so our courage, wisdom, and tolerance all pretty close to 3. Yet the blade which poses us the highest threat is not the sharp one, but the dull. You cannot have your weapon failing you right when you need it most. Caring for my weapon is an important step towards protecting myself, defeating my enemies, and achieving my goals. Perhaps it's pompous to say so, but I truly love the time spent doing this. All the time, all the more so when you're here too. Yeah, it was pretty fucked up. Yeah, he's gonna lose his nail on that finger. It'll grow back, but
Nura speaking.
this is Nurse. I've got something on the old girl's radar, so we'll be taking a short stop.
The city ruins come to view.
No, he fights with a
This
sword.
place
I mean,
once flourished through the
his human form does. His other form is a mace because he's I got him set to a healer.
And spirited, and the promise of riches lured many here. However, the promise of strong magla drew forth the humans. As tragedies climbed, it became
I'm doing
a
all
ghost
right.
town.
Okay, how about you,
Now
friend?
only the threatening glimmer of the crystals remain. And with the promise of abandoned riches followed the thieves. For some reason, though, they all seem to scurry home empty-handed, gripped by fear.
Yeah, so he's set up as a healer, so that's why he has the maces and shit. More pictures to draw for Maria.
This is...
You have gout. Isn't gout something you can never get rid of? 'Tis a truly harrowing sight. Look at all these those crystals. Simply coming here is enough to wound the soul. A chill settles into my very bones as I consider what could have occurred here. Oh, man. I'm sorry, Cake. Something wrong, lad. Did the gauntlet runner get the best of your stomach again?
No.
No, sorry. I was just reminded of something unpleasant.
Everything okay?
Are you okay?
Right.
Yeah, sorry to cause you any concern. I know what destroyed this village. I've no doubt about it. This is the work of a human. Indeed, the scars left upon this place differ from the traces left behind by monster attacks or acts of war. And swear words held me together too, Cake. Hey, yo, Maria, get over here! Right, I don't know if the magma crystals are what attracted the humans here, or if the attack caused them, but my hometown will eventually...
You.
Stroll? I'll make no assumptions about what runs through your mind, but I would ask you recall the time when we cut down the human at the castle and saved all those lives with him.
That's why.
Do not allow your thoughts to dwell on negativity. The day will come when both this place and your homeland will flourish once again.
Yeah.
Exactly, Cake. Yes, I suppose you're right. I feel like coming face to face with this cruel decline of the village has deepened my wisdom in its own way.
All right.
Oh, right under 3. Fuck!
Hey.
Ugh, my stomach sends notice that our next meal is overdue. Why don't we head back? So I guess Nurse can read the room when he wants to, huh?
So,
Let's put this place behind us.
Here.
By the by, I made another drawing. This picture will bring viewers no joy, but it is an important sight to document nonetheless.
As the sun sinks below the horizon, the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a land dense with trees. The glow of the Gauntlet Runner pierces the dark, warmly enveloping them in its light.
The day after tomorrow will be in a real maritime city. I bet we'll be able to see the ocean soon. First time for both of us. I don't want...
Ah, it's you.
Hell, I got altogether too much time on my hands. What say we get a little rest and talk a moment? No trace of enemies around by my eyes. Peaceful for now, which means we've get to take a little break. I don't want...
If so,
I want wisdom or... maybe, I don't know. Let's go luck. Has it been a year already? Jesus Christ, man. Imagination. Imagination. Let's get a wisdom book. No. Yeah, let's do tolerance. Though sparse and objective, the words still manage to vividly depict the enduring qualities of a small child. He writes of the day his son took his first steps, the first words his son spoke, a time his son nearly ripped his ears off climbing all over him, of worrying about his son not eating his vegetables, of his son refusing to stop crying at night, of being so exhausted he'd fall asleep in places without realizing it. I see, being a parent brought him lots of struggles, but even more than that, it brought him joy.
All right.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hey, Cake, have you been doing stuff like, what's the fucking app where you learn languages?
Quite.
Ah, the salty yet strangely refreshing aroma of seawater is already upon us. At this rate, we should reach Isle Haven by tomorrow. Seawater, I thought so. The air feels a lot more clammy, so I assumed that's what it was. And so we put the forest behind us at long last. That must mean that we've already ventured beyond where that cliff collapsed, barring passage.
I see.
'Twould seem it was fixed without a trace of its ruin. And speaking of ruin, Nurse, do remember that we are relying on you for safe passage the rest of the way. Yeah, I was gonna say that's at least a good jumping off point. Nurse said that the waters around Brylehaven are kind of strange. I'm curious what he meant by that.
This? Understood.
speaking of,
You remember what I told you? I was trying to think up a new approach to laundry? Well, I dare say I've made a bit of a breakthrough. One day I was so sick and tired of doing laundry, a thought occurred. What if I simply found a way to lessen the amount of clothes I had to clean? Thus, I devised an ambitious tactic, the why not just wear nothing in the first place gambit. Well, it proved a roaring success. My laundry workload went down considerably, but I soon found out how cold the air can be with no clothes to shield me. Suffice to say that after enduring such a chill, I have since retired the strategy.
oh,
Now who does this belong to, I wonder? Well, you ought to take it. Our money all goes to the same cause, after all.
Gauntlet runner sighted!
Enemies coming our way. Oh, so I thought. Looks like it's that Missy's gauntlet runner coming for us this time.
Hey!
Hey, you lot. Yeah, I'm the gauntlet runner over there. You're not becoming king on my watch.
Hurry it up!
I've got a short fuse, you know. And by the means, if you don't come out right now, kaboom! So the young miss says, I'm hoping you lot are willing to act.
Certainly.
Don't worry, we won't take this lying down. Wait, they're coming on board at the other end? Well, now we have to accept their challenge.
It's you!
But Cake,
So
you always
we
said
meet
you were
again.
good at using your throat.
Maybe you got the better of me last time, but you're about to get some payback.
Give me a break, lady. Ever heard of learning from your mistakes? Sorry, but we don't intend to lose either.
Yep, she came in the back door, girl.
Ooh, big talk. Well, I'm willing to rewrite my record if that's what it takes to be queen. My people are suffering as we speak. Who's gonna save the Parapus if I don't give it all I've got? I promised them all I'd become queen. You're
No,
all
Kate,
decent
the back
people,
door
got nothing
was
against
this
ya,
lady,
but I'm
not
not
you.
holding back.
Looks like you've gotten stronger. So have we.
Nothing personal. Sorry.
Nothing. Why, hello there, treasure.
Let's stay calm. By this power. Falling back. Magic Seeker. Scour.
I shall fight as the noble. Moving to the rear. Are you prepared? Oh, holy light!
Nothing. By the swan oath, come! I crush you! You'll feel this one! No way!
Oh, okay. I was confused for a
Now
second, and I was
accept
making
your
sure.
fate.
That's nothing! Last chance to give up.
Let's go. You better be sure.
Now, cleric! The power of light!
Observe the enemy. For all that we strive for! Shatter!
Going in for the kill. Now that's finesse. Beautiful dodge, Heisman.
Face me! Slash!
That's nothing! Ready to
Magic
lose?
Seeker. Wind.
Let's do this fair and square!
Oh, healing light!
I knew you'd help.
My thanks.
I'm obliged.
What's up, Soul?
I stand, come! I crush you!
Why are you so strong, damn you? But this is where the real fight begins. Get ready to get stomped.
Slow dodge, Hulkenberg. Like
You missed.
poetry in motion.
You talk all that shit, and
I
then you
show
miss.
no mercy. Apologies. Would you finish it?
Come forth, Royal Soul. Still here?
Nothing.
I can't afford cleric! Oh, holy light!
I'm not OP, but
I'll destroy you!
I'm doing pretty good. There you go.
No. Why? Why? I trained so much for this. This isn't supposed to happen.
Well, I kicked your ass, lady. I don't know what to tell you.
Not bad.
I shall rise to the occasion.
I shall strive to use this.
Excellent. I've grown more
Right.
powerful.
I could get used to this.
We can revive? Yes! The Yuffle? What? Yuffie clone?
I've lost.
She is one of the other champions who's fought us. That's the second time she's fought us, so we kicked her butt. We found her in the the cathedral, and her friend had been killed, and yeah. Oh, damn, I lost again. If I could just beat you, I'd ask to join me. But that power of yours is really something. But don't you rest easy, because I will win the next time. Start preparing now. You got that? Katharina! Cheer up! Who the fuck is that?
Yeah?
Maybe. I saw you, runner, so I followed you. You're as tough as they say. You Doricus? Who do you think I am exactly? Pardon me, I know perfectly well you're the great Katharina Gran. Everyone here knows. In fact, all their hopes are pinned on you.
Oh.
Are all these people migrating to find work, even though it might kill them in the end? What other options do carapace like them have? It might be dangerous, but you've got to break some eggs to make an omelet. Eudoricus, wait. Take this and see if you can stop everyone from leaving for now. She's like a bounty hunter or something like that, if I recall.
Hey.
But good news, you lot. Katharina has made a generous donation. Oh, thank you. Now we can eat for once.
Listen to me.
Listen, everyone. I know these times are trying, but this kind of work ain't the answer. If you can hold out just a little longer, I swear I'm going to set things right for us.
Well then.
Now there we are. We believe in you, Katharina. I mean, I kicked her ass now twice real bad. I earned that money slaying a monster just a few days ago. It was meant to be the start of my royal campaign fund. It's a small price to pay for helping out my people, but it'll last them, what, a few weeks at most? They'll be heading out to find work again in no time. No, I didn't see Catherine. I just can't fathom dying out to earn a living. And the fat cats are all too happy when the parapists take them up on it.
I'll make it happen.
When I'm in charge, the first thing I'm going to do is offer bounties for their bloody heads. They squeezed us dry, so I'll squeeze them right back. Will handing out money make this better? I got no clue myself, but I had to try something.
But
even now, tons of these people aren't going to survive, and I can't tell people who aren't eating today to wait till tomorrow while I think of something. I was just lucky, you know. I had the strength to push through and survive. The truth is, most people don't have that kind of strength. They need someone to provide it for them.
that's why.
You should know better than most. Those who can act gotta take action. If they don't, nothing in this bloody world's gonna change. It'll stay as rotten as it is. So many say there's nothing to be done, but they only say that because the parapists are right where they want them, beneath everybody.
It just ain't right.
They couldn't have the parapists start doing well for themselves. That would shake up the shoddy ground that they're standing on. They like this twisted world just as it is.
Sure.
Let's change things ourselves. That's exactly what I plan on doing, Akeda. And with anyone able to take the throne, now's the time to do it. Which means I can't just hand it to you either.
Thanks.
Much obliged, Akeda. We may be enemies, but I like having these talks. I'm not as powerful as I need to be, but I reached out to the recruitment center, and we should be seeing bigger rewards from bounties. Go check on it. We gotta keep talking those monsters down. We'll beat this world into peace together. I know she's going to at some point, but I can feel Katharina's indignation towards the world's absurdities, as well as her deep faith in me. The royal hunter Katharina, keeper and heriter of the brawler's virtues. No. Through thy shared bond, a new heroic embodiment slumbering within thee has come to blossom.
A new power.
Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength fulfill thy destiny. Rank 3.
I'm not letting anyone die.
Next time I see you, I'm taking you down for sure. So don't go dying on me. Bitch, I've beat your ass twice and helped your ass, and you're still acting like you're gonna whoop me?
As the shadows are stretched to their limits before darkness takes them, the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a balmy wetland. Nocturnal creatures who lay dormant beneath the fens in the light rise to seek out their prey.
Probably.
Meanwhile, the party rests their weary souls, fatigued by the long journey, under the protection of the Gauntlet Runner.
Never shitting again. That sounds brutal. So we'll be arriving tomorrow. I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of place Brilehaven is. Imagination. That's imagination,
Well met.
right?
Be well.
Okay. Let's see what else is back here. I do like fake meat, man. But yeah. Why do they only want to fucking teach me imagination, man? Oh.
Hey there. Yep.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Fuck. Good job, Rod. Not.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hello?
Hello.
Captain? Rise and shine, what? Almost there.
Brilehaven. It's been a while.
You've been before.
I gotta pee.
My
just a
parents
second.
took me once when I was a boy. I remember the day we arrived, and waking up to the smell of the ocean.
Why? I don't understand.
The place was crowded beyond belief. Everything was
Why
so different from our
OBS
hometown in the
continues to
countryside.
change things on a regular. I don't even see how long I've been live now. And I used to, like, it usually shows up there.
I felt much the same when I reached the royal capital. Quite a
Okay, I
sight
gotta go
compared
pee.
to my little
I'll be right
village,
back.
with naught but fields and mountains.
I say it reminds me of sugar gliders.
To be sure. And where are you from, Hulkenberg?
You cannot guess? Surely Montario in the east. Why, the Hulkenbergs are one of that nation's most prominent aristocratic houses, if not foremost among them.
You don't say.
You don't say.
Yes. Though I've no close relationship with my parents, I've hardly seen them since I left home.
I see. Suppose we've all come a long way, haven't we?
Seems we'll make it to the exhibition just in time.
With a master at the helm, you were bound to, eh?
I really hope Joanna shows up.
We resolved to trust her. So we simply watch and wait.
Right. Everyone set and steady? Welcome, ladies and gents, to the coastal crown jewel, Port Brilehaven.
Port Brilehaven, capital of the Principality of Oceania, the western annexed state of Uchronia. A vivacious city, Brilehaven is port of call to ships of both trade and war, bustling with hardy sailors. From the natural wonders caused by Magla to the Colosseum's contests of strength, people flock here to see the marvels of a city that never sleeps. The sea guides the gauntlet runner into the city, alongside a warm, salty breeze.
Wow! It's the ocean! Just look! There's water all the way to the horizon!
It's kind of like the capital, but totally different.
Yes. The City of Water, Briarhaven.
What are those things sticking out of the water?
Sancta Cadeau, you've brought us quite a magnificent head. How do you think it'll stack up against your competitors?
With the warrior monks at my side, there is nothing we cannot accomplish. But I won't presume to know the rankings. I humbly leave it in God's hands.
Lineup's a bit conventional for my taste so far. Oh, here comes our mysterious little underdog now. Stir things up a bit here, will you?
Just a bunch of these things just sitting there.
Ah, would you look at these spectacular gauntlet runners? They must all be worthy of kings.
Looks like Luis is still the only one with a Skyrunner, though.
No, I'm sure those blasted clergymen have some mechanism for it too. The Sanctus Church funded the Skyrunners to begin with.
When did we get a
If you can call
Skyrunner?
that flying, of course. All just piffling about with levitation magic. Only a passing acquaintanceship to real aerodynamics. Birds have never needed magic to fly. Just the mechanical ingenuity of the feathered wing. That's the kind of breakthrough I'd like to make. You'll see, eh? One day, I'll make those wings reality, and we'll soar like birds.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good. I'll have you run in the sky with me. Mark my words.
If it isn't the pretentious little gallant and his cronies.
This guy.
If it isn't a walking headache.
Well. No head to be seen. Weren't you talking big about chasing down that Heisme fiend?
You're referring to me, yes?
Whoa.
You're the man. This is a joke, is it? He's your great and terrible bounty. You know there's still time to drop out before you humiliate yourself in front of the masses.
That was a hell of a burp.
Say what you wish. He is one of us. 'Tis not his head we are offering.
Truly? You're allied with a wanted
Wow,
criminal.
Jesus Christ,
Are
man.
you all mad? Oh, your public humiliation will be quite a sight. Come, Hector.
Come, Hector.
And that was?
A candidate and one of Luis's henchmen. We don't exactly see eye to eye.
Confound it. No damn parking spaces left. Well, let's look for somewhere a bit less unpleasantly populated.
How would that thing turn around? Can it walk backwards?
Tomorrow is finally the exhibition to present all the heads. I really hope Joanna shows up.
Pig fucking prick, I mean.
You needn't all sleep here tonight, you know? I can stay and wait for the cavalry. Got to give the old girl a tune-up anyway, don't I?
'Tis much appreciated. In that case, we should look for an inn about the city. Ah, and we must sample the local delights. They've far better seafood than in the capital.
I can't wait.
To stop for rest, surrounded by fine food, is an uncommon blessing.
If you're sure, Nearest, then we'll leave it to you. Me? I long for a proper bed.
So be it. Let's find ourselves some lodging.
I just want to teleport back to the capital to get my fucking merchant thing.
Really?
We came all this way to a big city. I think we deserve a real inn.
This is a joy!
All right then.
Oh, this blooming heat.
Can we talk? Hey!
Proper aces.
Say,
Hello there.
Oh, there!
Whoa!
Okay.
Oh, there!
All right then.
Hello there.
say,
Proper aces.
yeah? Hey, mister!
My money's on Santa Fe.
You little bastard, you.
Oh, for the love of... Not my front bloody step. You can't just go sleeping in front of someone's house. Piss off. Can't reason with these lunatics. What in the hell made you bastard likes this? I thought Brylehaven a nicer town than this, but it's nothing but corpses and wherever the hell these bastards are. Can't take this.
My money's on Santa Fe's 40.
Hello,
We haven't much time.
For Yufa, the island's people must change, and to change them, I must first change the country. But no one will heed the words of a pagan like me.
Hello,
Need a ride?
Good choice.
Say,
Whoa!
You can really see the king's face from here, huh? I'd realized 'twas slowly moving, but its coming to Brylehaven was beyond my expectations. I wonder why it came.
Yes.
I do suspect it keeps a watchful eye on the top candidates. It's evident that we're being observed as far as we've seen from the coronation rock. Well, maybe that's actually for the better. Seeing that thing in the sky might make everyone really think about the kingdom's future.
Okay then.
Anyways, we better get to finding an inn we can stay at.
ridiculous. What do I do? Hey,
Look who's here! You're that elder from Martyria, ain't ya? Guess we both got ourselves marks for that exhibition. Were you hoping to stay at this inn? Sorry to disappoint you if so, because I just got tossed out on my ear by the shot innkeeper. Said it's already full. And the one calling itself the Come One? Come All In? Pfft, some joke, eh? There's 2 other inns nearby, but I'm hardly thrilled with either option. On the other side of the fountain is the Golden Corral Pavilion, where nobody wankers like Forden stay. A parapus or an elder staying there, fat bloody chance. And there's an inn past the Golden Corral, but that one's twice as pricey. Rumors say that where you'll find Luis naturally, probably bought out the whole place for his rabble-rousing crew.
Guess, but...
You think so? Guess we better avoid that one then. Not like we could afford it to begin with. As far as the other options go, there's the Spider's Den over by the tavern. There's a dodgy-looking Yugi standing out front, smiling all creepy-like. Puts me right off staying there, so I'll pass. Besides, who needs an inn when there's a tavern? From this day on, I claim it as my castle.
Huh?
I'll come in. Yeah. I doubt we'd get much sleep in a tavern. I sure wouldn't, anyways. Not that this Spider's Den sounds much better. I saw you in Martera, didn't I? Another participant in the tournament. Were you planning to stay at this inn? Unfortunately, there aren't any beds left. Because of the exhibition, everybody's full up. And after I told myself I was going to make sure to stay somewhere nice this time, too.
I see.
That's so. If this place is no good, we'll have to look for somewhere else. But wait, the Gauntlet Run of yours, the one you had parked in the middle of Martira. Hey, come on. What sort of technology does it use? Let me in on it, too.
What?
What a shame. You got inside without even knowing how it worked. Your group must have quite a talented engineer. Just so you know, I'm participating too. I've got a real gauntlet run of my own and everything. That means if you're stubborn and refuse to tell me, I can make you do it by force.
Oh, this balloon.
What is it you require?
You there. You look like you have one of my supporters, are you? Who are you again? You truly haven't heard of me? Oh, I am shocked. And yet, how lucky you are to be granted the privilege of my exquisite form for the first time. Beauty is all is my creed, and more than anything, a king should be beautiful, should he not? And whichever inn I choose for my beauty rest may be worthy of my resplendent grace. Yes, like this Golden Corral Pavilion. Alas, I doubt you have been blessed with wealth enough to encourage a room, with wealth enough to enjoy a room at such a lavish place as this. This guy's a jerk. I wouldn't want to stay at an inn full of people like him anyway. Unfortunately, all the other decent inns seem to be full, so we've got only one choice left. I really, really don't want to, but should we check out this spider's den we heard about from the Loveless earlier?
Yeah?
Okay, we gotta go that way.
What do I do?
It's an inn where everybody comes, VR. I mean... Oh. On the hunt for lodging, are we? Have I got a spare room available? I won't refuse service to anyone, and my rooms are affordable for all. Criminals? Persecuted tribes? Oh no, I wouldn't dream of turning a business
Enjoy
away.
your stay.
Feel free to have a look at the accommodations. We can discuss payments afterwards. Hee.
Kind of freaky.
Ugh, this place really seems shady, but we might as well look at the room.
Well, should have figured they'd be out of the upper rooms with all the travelers in town.
'Tis a far cry from the runner, at least. I am full glad to stretch my legs again.
Did you see that giant bug just now? It was like the size of my head. It's gotta be poisonous.
Oh, pull yourself together. It's just a insect.
Well, listen to you. You can't have lived in a giant sandworm den and been afraid of bugs, surely.
Hence the hut.
That's why you lived in that hut?
More importantly, we must discuss tomorrow's proceedings.
Right. We meet up with Joanna, then get to the exhibition after that. Joanna will admit to the crime. The guilt of a sanctoress, especially of her status, will guilt Forden by association. That should make an impression on Louise.
Yet for all this, we need Joanna herself. Do you truly think she will join us?
We have to trust her.
She chose to offer her own head instead of the monster's. If you ask me, she'd not have done that if she didn't believe it truly was her child. At least in part. I believe she expressed genuine parental love. I want to believe that, at least.
And what if she ends up not showing up? I mean, you're the one who got the worst of all of this in the first place.
If it comes to that, you've still got my head for the dais. After all, the bounty still says I'm a kidnapper.
Balderdash will not sacrifice an innocent life for our victory. But your offer speaks highly of your spirit.
Right. We've done what we can do. All that's left is to keep our chins up and face the competition head on.
Yep.
Too early yet to retire for the night. We could drop by one of the local pubs. Listen for what perks our ears. And while we're at it, Might as well sit down to a proper supper, eh? Could be my last, after all.
Oh, haha, very funny. But I guess good info is important. Let's go check it out.
Let's go check it out. I assume we could teleport here now, which will be helpful.
What are we without beauty? What do we care for promises and speeches from repulsive mouths? Beauty is everything, and it is time our country reflected that.
I hate Milo.
Sounds like the candidates have started their speeches. Let's listen in for a bit.
Excuse me.
With all skills and talents equal, would you see the crown atop an ugly head or a handsome one? Beauty is power. Lack one, you should lack the other. When I take the throne, all the hideous will be stripped of their titles. Together, we shall build a nation ruled only by radiant, everlasting paragons of beauty.
I love you, Lord Milo! I love you forever!
Milo? I thought it was Milo.
Well, he has a point about what people tend to follow.
Yeah, he's kind of the worst, Cal.
What? This really doesn't bother you? It isn't right.
You'd rather wait for a king who was always right, then?
Enough about appearance. A beautiful face cannot win wars. Without military power, the crown's voice means nothing. When I am king, I will establish a unified nation with the Rousant tribe at its head. Our tribes, our status, they mean something.
I dig
you
his
could stray
uniform.
from a monolith, but it will still remain. There can be no true peace without using the power we command. Hear, hear, for Rousant pride!
What pride is there in seizing power by force? Disgraceful.
When I'm queen, all the land's corrupt upper classes will be wanted men. We'll have our guillotines sharpened and our wallets open. Those who thought to tilt the world with their heavy coffers will be a head lighter. We'll split their fortunes and toast to our health.
Preach it, Katharina! You're just what this land needs!
Wouldn't the first target be the one on the throne, then?
Everyone's just shouting all their ideals out.
These candidates are all pathetic. Nobody here even compares to Lord Luis.
Luis isn't even in the running, lad. Poor Blight is afraid of losing to Sanctifex Forden.
You've got it backwards, geezer. He's just not wasting his time on these windbags.
I confess, I know not how to feel. 'Tis unprecedented. Never before have our citizens come together in the street in broad daylight and shared their true feelings on king and kingdom.
Indeed. Is this really the kind of change His Majesty wanted? Maybe I'm overthinking it.
Let's go in. If we hang around too long here, we're bound to get dragged into a nasty argument.
That's pretty cool.
When I'm king, pleasures will rule the city. A bar on every block and a flagon in every hand. All you can drink, all year round.
He's dressed up like he's like from 1968.
Woo! Next round's on Lovelace.
Let fools be content with their fool dreams. Grant me the crown, and I will make our kingdom powerful beyond imagining.
Most powerful? Doesn't really mean anything, does it? Aren't you another one of Luis's flunkies, hound? Stop barking and get back to your master.
Always about that goddamn Luis. I've been in the guard just as long as he has, you swine.
Quite a lively crowd. Looks like a great many of them came all the way here to watch the competition.
That lad there, he's an elder, isn't he? Are you a candidate too?
Well, strike me down, you're right. Never seen one of you blokes before. Might be out of luck in the race, though. You'll not stand a chance.
Pay him no mind. A drunk's words weigh nothing.
Wow, there are fish swimming in front of the store.
Ah, I've heard of this. 'Tis on the customer to fish up a catch, and the chefs will prepare it for eating.
I admit, I'm curious. Shall I sing a shanty for you as you take up rod and reel, Captain?
Hey! He said rod. What the fuck is that? I caught some weird, creepy creature.
Is that really edible? It doesn't look quite, natural.
He said rod and reel.
By all means, let us try it.
Did she even look at it?
Why is it still moving?
Why, tis delicious.
I love her because she's all casual and calm most of the time. When she gets food, she's like, yes!
The aroma of the sea simply floods
Now
the
I want
mouth.
sushi.
What splendid crunch it has.
I guess I'll try a bite. I mean, they wouldn't let us fish up anything outright inedible. I hope.
It's a delicacy.
You just made that up, didn't you? Ugh. It's rather slimy for my liking.
I said nothing since Hulkenberg seemed to enjoy it so much, but if you're going to eat an unknown fish, might you not at least sear it first?
'Tis fine enough without, I say.
You need way higher standards, lady.
Oh, man.
Excuse me, friends. Don't mean to interrupt your meal. I'm Batlin, a church crier for the tournament. Maybe you remember me. Sounds like you made a hell of a splash in Martyra, huh? Felling a vicious beast's one thing, but not many candidates took it figuratively.
How did you hear about all this?
It's a crier's business to hear things. So, do you have a head ready?
Well, let's see. Got a head right here, I suppose.
Lips sealed, huh? Well, I'm certainly looking forward to the exhibition then. Especially considering the diversity of your little party. I've always preferred to chase an interesting lead over a sure bet. Can't help it, I'm afraid. So, I'll have a keen eye out for you, all right?
That crier's an odd one. Not really what you'd expect from a Sanctus promoter. Who is he?
Who is he?
Rumor has it that young candidate hasn't brought ahead. Wonder what he's playing at.
Whatever it is, he's about to get a sharp lesson in the ways of the world, poor lad.
I think he's worth keeping an eye on. Keep it under your hats, chums. But his power may rival Count Luis. I think he's just the ingredient we need to spice this race up a bit.
Dude, he isn't. There's something going on with this
Just got back
guy.
from the pub, did you?
You wound me. Nobody trusts a radical, huh? I expect you'll see for yourself.
Joanna and Barton should reach the city by morning. And I imagine they will aim to find us in our gauntlet runner. Nearest ought to be there to greet them. When the day dawns, we should head to the gauntlet runner.
Eesh.
The other candidates' speeches seem practically identical. I'd not trust those types or the country myself. Is there no one who can truly rival Luis or Forden? Brylehaven is positively rife with tourists. I myself have long awaited the delicacies here, and indeed, 'twas so delicious. I wish to eat every fish in the restaurant's tank. Fish so fresh it still wriggles in the mouth. Now that's a Port City specialty. What's that look about? You don't find it appetizing?
My apologies.
I have a favor to ask of you. Would you mind lending me any unused blankets? Sure. For defense, you understand, just in case. Otherwise, while I'm sleeping, I'd be unprotected against apologies. Against bugs. I want no contact with them whatsoever, awake or asleep, so I thought I might bundle myself in blankets at night. Yes, I know this place is warm as it is. Yes, I'm prepared for the inevitable night sweats. Nevertheless, I'd be grateful to have any spare blankets.
Look at that.
Good night.
Go. Rest well.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Is he
The
drunk?
man's sloshed. Again.
What happened to waiting for our guests? You utter buffoon! Is this why you volunteered to stay behind?
Seems like Joanna and Barden aren't here yet.
Oh, I feared this might happen. And we've no other head to offer the judges. 'Tis a precarious position.
No. I'll come.
Ah! I'm going to splash some water on my face.
I love him, man. Nurse is awesome.
What? My sincerest apologies. I wasn't expecting anyone to come in. You see...
How did you come to be here? Explain yourself!
Is something the matter, Barden?
They were here the whole time?
I'm so terribly sorry. We heard the Gauntlet Runner had a washroom, so we thought we'd freshen up a bit. I bathed first and was resting in the back room, contemplating my final day as a sanctoress.
Sir Nuris over there very decently let us in to wash up.
I couldn't stand it, old thing. Her heart would bring any right-thinking man to tears. Could have run like a ballet thief in the night, but here she is, washing away her sins. It was more than a chap could bear, I say. Needed a drop of the grape and grain just to get myself through it.
The bottle's barely any emptier. Was a drop really all it took to get you drunk?
Oh, please do not blame the
it's
poor man.
kind of sad,
Talking to
but
him
it's...
has eased my heart for the trials to come.
I hope they don't kill her, because, like, she's trying to,
I cannot let myself betray you and regress to my vile delusions. I only sought to atone with myself before my sins are duly punished.
I understand. Thank you for coming. Then, as we agreed, please confess before the crowd when the time comes. To be honest, I'm hesitant to turn you in now you've genuinely decided to repent. I mean, we're hardly icons of virtue ourselves. In fairness, you're a woman of status, and it'll be a big crowd. We're not looking to instigate a public stoning here. You can explain yourself freely, in your own words. We can't ask anything more than that.
Thank you. Truly, I've felt so much more at peace since last we spoke. The fog has only cleared further, giving me clarity of purpose.
A fog, huh?
Thank you for everything. I do hope you win the throne.
Yes, I intend to.
Whoever the crown goes to, we're at least going to make sure it isn't used for evil.
At last, it seems our preparations are set. We need only trust that our plans will bear fruit.
Post